Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a guide on how to counter MG since the recent patch. We're going to break it down real quick on this tactical map and then jump into the gameplay. In this game, I'm playing the Wehrmacht in the bottom right, and my objective was to open with 3 Grenadiers with the breakthrough battle group very aggressively and push for this northern star. My opponent was playing the British in the top right number 2 position, and he opened, as you'll see in game, with an MG going straight along this right-hand side corner, and his Royal Engineer pushing into the center munitions to support, while his infantry sections moved for this munitions point down in the center, as you'll see in game. Now, like I said, I opened with 3 Grenadiers. My first Grenadier was pushing along the right, my second Grenadier was pushing center, and my third Gren with my Pioneer was pushing for this munitions point. Now, as we talked about, my opponent had set an MG in this position right here. And this was a really good position because it would allow him to essentially catch any unit coming along this fuel point, this flank. And it's very difficult to flank this unit because in order for me to do that, I have to push either along this top side, which is very difficult to do considering he has reinforcing troops, or I have to attack him head on, which is not going to work in the early game because I don't have the tools I need. Because he's against the edge of the map, I can't flank on this right side. So it's a very good opening position that he had. Now, his reinforcing troops, as you'll see in game, were here, his engineer, covering the flank of the MGs, ready to support, while his infantry sections were here and here. Okay? So in the beginning of the game, I come up and I immediately come in range of the MG and get suppressed. And at this moment, I have a split second to make a quick decision. There's a couple things going on in my mind, and we've talked a lot about early game theory in this channel, and I really want to make sure I stress this point, that in the beginning of the game, it's very easy to know and anticipate what your opponent has. I know I have 4 units. I know my opponent also likely has 4 units, because that's all you can possibly have in the very beginning of the game, the first 4 units. So the second I identify this MG team, is the second I identify that there are likely 3 other units in a different location. The other thing I know is that the MG is static. So I might have gotten caught and I pull back, as you'll see in the video, I pull back immediately. But I know it's most likely true that he's not going to move this MG position because it's in a great position and he won that first engagement. So what I decided to do was pull back. And what I decided to do is say, okay, I know he's got 1 unit here. That means he has 3 units somewhere else, which means if I take my 4 units, I can overwhelm these 3 units because I have the numbers advantage early. So my objective was not to pull back and then try and grab all these units and attack the MG, because that's attacking a position of strength. What that would do is allow his reinforcing units to flank me. What I decided to do was pull this unit like this, force an engagement here, win this fight. Winning that fight would force these units to retreat, as you'll see. And then I can essentially take my units that I used to win that engagement and outmaneuver and outflank the MG like so. And that's how you can defeat MGs without necessarily saying, oh shoot, he's got an MG, I need to build a mortar or sniper. By that time, he can have, you know, several units on the battlefield. You could miss the opportunity of using tactical advantages to win the engagement. So guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope it made sense. Let's jump into the gameplay and you'll see it in real time. Come on. All right, let's avoid the center, Joe. I think it's smart for us to do that.
Oh, there's villagers. What?
Yeah, there's like peasants. I don't know if they're like more prevalent now or not.
Peasants.
Poor villagers.
You gotta do them like that.
Typical RTS mindset, right?
Yeah.
Oh, MG this far up. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. He's going to have his engineer protecting his flank as well.
We're losing men here. We're ready. We must secure it. Grenadiers, grab your gear.
Oh, is he able to? Hey, he sees this. Alright, so we're going to avoid the MG again.
We're ready.
We'll work our way around here.
Grenadiers, we must. Grenadiers, wait, come on. Quit your bitch. Pioneers,
You guys can maneuver better. Bet to bet.
Yeah. There's no need for us to engage the MG here.
those rifles and fire!
Gonna use his sandbags.
Grenadiers! Move those lads! Commandant!
He's most likely gonna reposition this MG.
We march, Grenadiers! Quit your bitching!
Alright, let's cut him off.
We'll cover you! Grenadiers ready!
Let's keep a wide flank here so we can see where exactly he's moving.
You need us?
He went sniper.
Let's go, kid.
Okay, that's good to know.
Standing, get the blood flowing!
Retreated back, wasn't able to get him.
On the move. Follow me. Let's move! Waiting orders. Orders,
Set up, set up, set up, set up, please.
Commandant, if you insist. Come on! Stay low! Capturing enemy point!
Okay, we're gonna use this MG to protect this.
Get the blood flowing! Quick march! Let's go, Kinder. Moving. Commandant, orders, Grenadiers. We move! We await machine gun! Standing by! Engage! Target down! Grenadiers ready! Orders! March, Kinder! Like you really care! Move those lads! Unit capturing ground! Sounds a retreat! We march, Grenadiers! Quit your fucking Grenadiers!
Jesus.
Quit your bitching! Standing by!
What's going on here?
Grenadiers! We move! Their fucking hands down! Let's move! Grenadiers!
Something is bugged out a little bit.
Kinder! Like you really care!
Alright guys, I hope this little guide on how to tactically outmaneuver your opponent in the early game and counter an MG was helpful for you. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. It goes a long way supporting the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one.